we are not talking about the politicians. We are talking about the new generation, that they need to speak for their confidence so that they can live in the society. And if they do not speak to the others and they do not have the confidence, then they cannot survive in the society.
Okay, my question is that where these people get they are you can say that early manners. These are the role models for us. These political leaders are.
Like in Pakistan,
Nowadays,
like
Imran Khan, you know what Imran Khan, every youngster has a think that Imran Khan is his role model. If Imran Khan is trying to use abusive language and Mariam ye and this is and this that, then what is the future of our young generation?
you are again pushing the debate.
No, this is
The politician. I am not talking about the politician.
I am talking
I am
about
talking about like you have some confidence. Like parents in Pakistan, they do not give their childs to the freedom to speak. They do not have their feelings. They cannot express their expressions.
You are, I think, in 1980s. Nowadays,
No,
things become changed.
Pakistan,
Every family has their own norms, and they're well known among their norms. And according to these norms, these people that speak.
I think this is very, because most of people share anything about person of their personal picture on social media without their permission. So this is very wrong.
what can this
When if I was to explore use vector and even more FIN find use vector destination, I am talking about pure vector. I think that you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. All these things are a problem in our society. Therefore, there must be a limitation in freedom of speech. There are some rules, there are some laws that every person must follow in their freedom of speech.
We didn't say that freedom of speech don't have any limit. Like in families, we have parents who put the limits, who tells us that this is your limit, you can't cross it. In a bigger society, the governments put the limits. You can do things like this. So everyone have a limit. We didn't say that.
As you are talking about the family, and I think freedom of speech should be restricted in our new generation, because the new generation is very use abusive language, and this is very unlawful, and this is not right. And the other thing is that if you are talking about country level, and the leaders, the politicians, they use hate language, and they talk about the religious instability, and they will talk they are talking about the social norms. They are in against of the social norms. This is very.
I think we live in a country or in a society who cares about manners, how to speak to elder people, how to speak in a society, in a school, in home, and everywhere. So I think it's very important to have the freedom, so we can fight for our rights. So can artists be more creative to so can people also express themselves, their ideas.
Nowadays, we mostly or the Facebook call that the Vista. People are doing people are comparing their family law. I think this is when we talk about you must follow the limits. They think that this is our personal and these things create problem in the society. Nowadays, every man or girl or boy want to become rich, but they are doing vlogs about their families, present their livings and other things that create problem in the society, because there is different classes living in this country. One is most religious, some is moderate, some is most modern. Because when these things spread in the society, the children mind become too much disturbed, and they think that these things are right. So there must be imposed some rule of freedom of speech, because freedom of if we give full freedom of speech, the country, our culture become messed, and being a society, we present very bad impact to other countries or other societies.
Like now I'll just talk about the education system. Like the parents ask their children to you should be an expert in this field and in that field. The children are doing suicides in I have also heard in an institute that the parents had asked his son to be an expert in IT, and he could not do so. So he suicide, and he also have written a letter uh, before he has done the suicide. So you have the freedom of speaking, like you have some freedom, so that you can also decide your own manners, your matters, and
I think the incident you tell there, this is different from freedom of speech, because every parents has their own dreams and they want to push these dreams on their children. This is the right that people, most of the students, I think, when get less mark in their matric exams or any other exam, going to suicide. But this is difference from freedom of speech. Because at that place, at that moment, parents must admit that what their child want to be.
that's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
I'm talking about
but
they should be the freedom.
nobody can going and do suicide with
Some
no one.
Yeah.
This is just
Funny, they make it-
5%. I think this you talk about. This is something different, like freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech, individual to express themselves. It encourages open discussions and it facilitates cultural exchange.
We are not against freedom of speech, not open communication, because but we are against the limitations when we are doing things on the name of freedom of speech, like blogs, like TikTok, like other social media platform. You see that creates problems in our society nowadays. Everyone want to be a TikTok star. Everyone want to be a Mercedes or Bangalore's. These types of things. This all due to freedom of speech. If we restrict people in their limits, and if we give better, if you can say that if we impose rules on these things, then our society must be fruitful for all the human beings that live in the society.
We mentioned the limits before. We said that freedom of speech, we are with it. We are with it, but we said that everything have a limit. So we didn't say that there should be not any limits on. We are not against the limits idea.
I think I am actually involved also talking about the limits, but I present the solution nowadays. We seen our screens or phone, our gadgets. These are behind color.
I think it's a parent's duty. They should tell their children so what is wrong, what is right. And if we don't allow anyone the freedom of speech, let's say if you are working in a team and you don't give the freedom of speech to your co-workers, then they can't come up with the good ideas. If we allow everyone freedom of speech, then we can perform a task in a better way.
We are not saying that freedom of speech should not be absolute, but we are saying that there should be some limitations on the freedom of speech, because freedom of speech, as you know, freedom of speech is creating national security problems and social harmful problems because it creates discrimination in our society between male and females, and it creates many national problems, and it creates freedom of speech. It creates many.
So then I think one more thing, Bangladesh is separated from Pakistan because of this. They do not have the rights or the freedom of speech. They do not have their on expression.
This is the other thing. This is the other thing.
No, Pakistan do not give anything, any freedom to speak. They do not have the speech. They do not express their. So that's why they have separated.
They are separated due to political situations. They are separated.
His freedom for speaking, like there is majority in Bangladesh at that time, but we do not give him.
And then there are a number of other states. But
The artistic is there. The main kid is
and shading people about state of Samapati state, the smell of Patsan uses a lot of the name in the roads. So there is something else. At that time, the establishment plays a very vital role in this situation, and due to this, Bangladesh become the other country.
That after 18 years of age, the children have a freedom of speech.
Talk about the United States, America, and some other countries. Okay, you think is these countries are religious like our country? In our country, if you are going start standing on the street, and talk against the religious, then this also create the problem.
and now also give freedom to the people so that they can speak for their rights. It's not in.
Yes, Islam give, but Islam also tells the limits. These girls are sitting here in hijab. I think also Islamic.
So it's our decision. No one puts the limits on us. My point is, we should tell our children what is wrong, what is right, and we should give them a freedom of speech so that they can make their own decisions.
You are listening the that. So because when in our culture these things really these types of things when he is working studying also working, and I see that he is also earning money from this field. I think, yeah, why I am not get money? So these type of thing people teach. People learn from other people. People learn from other people and then creates on their lives, and then put these things on their lives, and that creates the problem in our society.
With your point, sir.
Anything else?